What's up everybody and welcome back to another video. Spider-Man Far From Home had its first viewing last night and critics have been pouring in with nothing but praises for this movie. This video is gonna be absolutely spoiler free, so don't worry, I won't spoil anything for you. Before we get started, I'd like to ask you to grab that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. I will really appreciate it. Anyway, let's move on. Reporter Eric Volkuski tweeted, "Finally Spider-Man fans will lose their minds during one of the post-credit scenes. Not gonna say anything more, but it's just so right. Spider-Man Far From Home is very worthy follow-up to the phenomenal Homecoming. Tom Holland proves once again that he is the definitive Peter Parker, and his chemistry with Zendaya is legitimately sweet and engaging. Jake Gyllenhaal's Quentin Beck is, shall we say, an intriguing character from start to finish. Can't spoil much about him, but Gyllenhaal has an absolute blast playing him. And the relationship between Mysterio and Peter is pretty fascinating, especially toward the end. Not unlike Homecoming, there is such good stuff generated simply from the teens being teens. Yes, the action and superhero stuff is loads of fun, but I smiled so much throughout the European vacation aspects. Martin Starr steals absolutely every scene he is in. The action in Spider-Man Far From Home is really compelling though. You'd think Marvel Studios would have exhausted their ability to dish out exciting flurries of superhero mayhem, but nope, this stuff is still riveting entertainment. Big fan and Twitter user Preeti Shibar tweeted, "Non-spoiler thoughts, most comic booky movie Marvel has put out. Second and third acts are outstanding. The two post-credit sequences are going to stick in my brain for a long time. I cannot wait to see this movie at least 3 more times." She then tweeted again, "My jaw dropped and then dropped again. It's a paradigm shift." So you can pretty much assume how much she has loved the movie and got totally blown by the post-credit scenes. Staff reporter of CBS Sean King tweeted, "I saw Spider-Man Far From Home last night. It's pretty much the perfect Avengers Endgame epilogue, reminding us that the MCU goes on in a joyous, emotionally fulfilling ride. Major kudos in particular to Jake Gyllenhaal for his super engaging performance as complex character Mysterio, and Zendaya who brings depth in her massively expanded role as MJ." Managing director for Cinema Blend Sean O'Connell said, "Okay friends, Spider-Man Far From Home is jaw-dropping. First half is a lot of fun, coasting on the good vibes of Homecoming cast, but the second half is extraordinary, delivering the best Spidey action ever. Most shocking ending in a Spider-Man movie ever. Fans will flip out." Editor-in-chief / film critic at Screen Crush, Matt Singer says, "Spider-Man Far From Home had the difficult task of following 2 epic Avengers movies and Spider-Verse and succeeds by telling a smaller, classical story about Peter Parker caught between what he wants and what responsibility demands. Pure catnip for Spidey fans like me." Matt Singer was also asked by another Twitter user about the 5 years time gap and how did they deal with it. Matt simply replied, "I won't spoil anything, but it is dealt with. So it's safe to say Spider-Man Far From Home addresses this huge issue with proper explanation and logic in this movie." Editor of Fandango Eric Davis tweeted, "Spider-Man Far From Home is funny, exciting, romantic, goofy, and follows Homecoming in being this brilliant ground-level look at Spidey's world and how the events of Avengers Endgame impacted everyday life. Lots of twists and turns, plus some adorable summer romances too. I'm a big fan. Everyone in the film shines, but the chemistry between Peter and MJ is undeniable and honestly tops the other versions we've seen of this friendship. Their journey in this film is so rewarding and cute and surprising, and I adore them. You will too. Also, yes, of course stay for the credits. And while I will say nothing of what you will see, staying for the credits have never been as important and eventful as it is for this particular film, so don't go anywhere." Eric was also asked by someone if Peter and MJ kiss in the movie, and if Eric answers the question, he will give him all the savings in return. To which Eric jokingly replied, "Although I should take the money, but to know the answer for what you're asking, you've got to watch the movie." Based on all these reviews by the prominent editors and critics, it's safe to say Spider-Man Far From Home is going to be yet another blockbuster of Marvel Studios and Sony. After what Sony has done with Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and now what they're doing with Far From Home, it's such an amazing experience to see Sony and Marvel are not only collaborating, but they're doing it so well. I will upload a detailed spoilery review upon watching this film myself when I see it in theaters on 2nd of July. Please do subscribe to my channel as I upload daily and hit the thumbs up button if you like my content. See you tomorrow.